Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here, giving you the truth pills. Seem like they trying to indict me on these truth pills, y'all. With all these lies and slanders of the trolls coming in my live. That's ridiculous. And somebody even brought something to my attention. I was shocked. Like, what? Listen. I'll cook y'all trolls, but if y'all come in there making up stuff, you getting blocked. So, one particular person was talking to us in the Friday Night Fun and was finna get cooked because he came in there firing shots talking about what we bashing women again. So she was finna get cooked. Now I was finna, out of respect, I didn't bring up what me, Charisma 808, Twin Pyramids, and other people that was in the live actually knew and heard with the conversation. I was gonna bring it up. Like, listen. I said, no, just don't. And so this particular person fired a complete lie. And the live is still up. Complete lie. Look, this is what I know. This how you know you a leader and how they threatened by you. When people start trying to take you down through framing, it's like, I'm looking at that like, okay, y'all see me like Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, and all of them. Y'all see me like that type. So that's just proof that little view stuff, that don't matter. You know what I'm gonna start doing? Well, no, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna do that. Because I know who the agents are. Some of them. Anybody can be an agent. And there's so many now that I'm just pretty much watching everybody. Because they worry. They are. And like this just makes me respect and love and adore the Most High even more. The fact that little old me can garner this much attention from the big wig, them peoples. I'm telling you, that just says a lot. It does. Like, that says a lot about the work I do. Where the devil, like, even going back to the beginning days of my faith, how people that been in church their whole life, and I had just start getting taught the scripture by the Most High, and I'm at the sanctimonious church, and they can't handle it. They can't handle it. Got the pastor coming down the stairs, standing on the stairs trying to hear what's going on. They telling on me to the pastor, snitching on me to the pastor, because they couldn't handle it. And he addressing it during this sermon. I'm like, look, listen when I tell you this. Off subject, on subject. Sometimes you have to quit. This generation thinks, and people nowadays, even some older people, that you ain't never supposed to quit nothing. Got dudes begging to get their jobs back. Man, if they fire you, man, find another job. I knew I shouldn't. I'm thinking it's early, and I'm going to be able to get through here. I should have went the way like I said, man. I'm never begging for no job back. Never, ever. If somebody fired me, I'll sue them if they don't do it the right way, but I ain't gonna try to work for nobody that fired me. I'm not finna do that. But some people is different now. Some people will stay in a bad marriage with a wedding ring on their finger, talking about my wife this, my wife that, and trying to be faithful. No. Sometimes you had to quit. Sometimes you had to get away from around people. This is why we the richest country in the world. But yet, we have so many underachievers because people are their philosophy is flawed. They think that they got to hang in there with everything. No, sometimes you got to get something new. Sometimes you just got to get something new. And why all the jobs out here, right? Why would I keep a job where they blatantly disrespected me? Like I can't get something else? Come on now. Sometimes you just got to fall back. The key is just knowing when to do it and how to do it. Because sometimes you don't fall back. You go after the people that's coming after you and get rid of them. Watch them. Anything you need to know about them. If you don't want to quit your job, and let's say you know somebody is harassing somebody else, but they trying to pick on you, like they trying to fire you or get you to quit. Man, sometimes, remember we talked about it, you got to be more cutthroat. If you don't want to quit your job and you got something on the people just trying to get you to quit or fire you, man, just start wiping them out. That's how you do that. You can file third-party anonymous and get people gone. The people got to learn, this generation of United States always picking with people. And people don't be wanting to teach them no lessons. Sometimes you have to. You have to. But let's get into the subject matter. And that is relationships. And what I want to talk about is why they don't matter anymore. It don't matter anymore. It don't matter. And who's to say that them women back then wouldn't have been acting like these women now if they had the freedom that they got? Who's to say? We just know they didn't. They didn't. See, now what women do is they find something that they could play on. See, we got game, but they got game too. Let me show you how they game be. Their game is, and that's why I don't even know if that was a girl or a dude in the live yesterday. Put the person out, talking about tight, they vag is tight and all this stuff. They use that as part of their game too. But women with low body count, her game is, well, I ain't never did this. I only been with this many dudes. But you can't go by that, because what's her curiosity level? And what's her attitude? Does she has trauma? Does she have trauma? You can't go by body count as much no more. You want somebody with a low body count, but then them women is fried too. Some of them is fried by they relative done did stuff. So it ain't no 100% remedy with them, man. And this is why I say relationship is not important. It's not important. Y'all think you have to have kids, but what happens if you have kids and you're not around them anyway because she dangling them like this and she don't like you no more? When they start having babies, they change, man. Trust me. When how she was before we start having kids and how she was after we start having kids was totally different. Totally different. I'm telling you. Totally different. And you can't say if it was intentional or unintentional. That's just what happens. So all of y'all dudes think you gonna trap a chick. She cute. She look good. So you want to get her pregnant? Man, that don't mean she gonna act good. And you gonna be dealing, if you put your feelings in there with a baddie, you gonna be dealing with a whole lot of jealousy. Because if you think she a baddie, somebody else gonna think she is too. So Why would you give up your freedom for any of these women? Any of them. You clearly don't understand life if you're giving up your freedom for these women. Now, I can see a self-defense situation, but because another dude is a simp or get with her, especially what we've been talking about is the marriage. Luke 16 and 18. I'm finna show y'all something. In Luke 16 and 18, it says, as if he said, man or woman can't remarry. But you got to be able to put it line upon line with other scriptures. When you put it line upon line, Deuteronomy 24, 1 and 3 make it clear that a man is entitled to divorce a woman. So what the reason why he was saying that, this is how you got to interpret scripture. You got to put it line upon line, and with some stuff you got to figure out what was the message that was being conveyed. So when you put that line upon line, nowhere does it state that a woman can remarry that's been divorced, but in other parts of the Bible, it states that a man can have multiple wives, can have concubines, can remarry. See? So, tell y'all women, you married now, stand down. Forgive them and get your favor and your blessings from the Most High through how you treat him. For some of y'all, it's too late. The damage is done. But some of y'all can turn it around in y'all marriages. Give him some. If you can't get your stuff right, find out the exercises you need to do, the foods you need to eat. It's foods that you can eat that'll make you more sexually, and that'll improve your sex drive. So, you don't look. Forget about them other dudes. You already married. If you try to marry somebody else, it's adultery. You already married. It's too late. And I'll tell the rest of you women, stop trying to be like your friends. Don't marry nobody that you ain't gonna commit to in love, respect, loyalty, and faithfulness. Because you can't go run a divorce and replace that man. That ain't how it works. And so I saw some of them commentaries that said, except for in cases of sexual immorality. There is not many ways that a man can be sexually immoral in terms of him already been married. If he practices polygyny, there is no sexual immorality. Other than the usual suspects of fruity duty and different messing with other men's wives, and that kind of stuff. But with all of this, that's why I'm telling you, it's not important, man. For you women, it's, if you ain't gonna be a wife and be, because it's more pressure on y'all. It's more pressure. Let's be honest. It's more pressure on women. Because you got all these simps, all these thirst bucket dirtbags. And they all gunning for you. And some of them ain't they about as spiritual as an earthworm. They just practically crawling around life. But it's more pressure on y'all because the Most High, the things he told you, he just told us to dwell with y'all in an understanding way and gave us an out. This is why the Messiah addressed it, because he was saying that those dudes was putting their wives away for petty reasons. So he said Moses gave you that permission because of the hardness of your heart. So he was basically saying, don't be putting your wife away for no trivial stuff, because you still gonna get judged. You still gonna get judged. Now, again, sexual immorality in a marriage, A man or a woman can be sexually immoral by not having sex. If she wants sex with you, remember, your body is hers and her body is yours. And you not doing it, that's sexual immorality too. Because like I say, you defrauding each other. And for all these reasons, y'all, relationships ain't worth it. It's not. I don't think I could be with any woman and not want to screw her. I wouldn't care if she was real skinny or floppy fat. I'm gonna be one to every time I see it. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little, my mind is a little dirty. My mind a little dirty. That little black part in between their legs, I like that. I'm weird. I'm weird. But we ain't gonna get into my little, you know. I don't care about that. Some dudes be like, ugh, as long as there ain't no stink. But anyway, that's how you know you got a big girl. She ain't got that little, she ain't got that dark spot on the inside of her leg. She ain't that big. But anyway, let me get back on subject. So, but through all my fetishes and your fetishes, right now, because of the way people think, and particularly women, well, I don't want nobody that like attention from other people. I'm not. Once I see that, it's like, it's a turn off. Like, once I detect curiosity, it's a turn off. I don't trust you. I think you'll give me a STD. My mind works like that. Because I know that if you curious and you want attention from other men, eventually you're going to get what you're looking for. And that puts me at risk. Because I know these dudes dirty. These dudes are, they call it lie sexual now. They'll lie to get some. They'll talk down, they dirty Mac. They'll talk down, well, such and such had a gambling problem. Because people gamble don't mean they got a gambling problem. People just gamble. Just like people invest in the stock market, which is a form of gambling. I know some of y'all is hypocrites and self-righteous, and you don't want to believe that. But I'm the truth, man, and I'm going to just put the truth out there for you. Nothing. If you do something with your money that's not guaranteed, let me help y'all, because some of y'all, you self-righteous. You want to condemn me. Let me let you into the brain of no matrix. Anything that you do with your money that's not guaranteed 100% to give you a profit is gambling. And I'm going to tell you, the Most High look at it all the same. He don't care. The thing is, as long as you take care of your responsibility, it doesn't matter. I know churches, let me give y'all the history of why churches start preaching now. Because when they, in their beginning stages, man, they had all those gambling boat, them ferries, and all of that. And them preachers, them people will get on the gambling boat and they'll spend all their money, then they'll come to church and they don't have nothing to give. So the guys got clever with it and decided to pull out some scriptures and twist them and make it seem like that's a sin. And a lot of these religions do that. Some stores you can't even go to and get a lottery ticket because of their religious belief. And I'd be like, okay, you racist towards blacks in your heart, but who keeping score? That's what I'd be thinking. You racist towards blacks in your heart, but you don't got lottery in your store. You freaking hypocrite. That's why I don't get off into these people, man. or their religions. You're a hypocrite. You talk against casinos, but then you sell blunts in your store. You a hypocrite. What's the difference? Look. This is how I know. A lot of people don't understand the scripture. Because you promoting sorcery, look up what sorcery is. When you sell cigarettes and blunts, what you should be doing is saying, I choose not to gamble. Okay. Instead of, it's a sin. Especially you got a business where you selling stuff. You selling the papers for them to wrap up some crack, crush up some crack or something and smoke it in a Primo. I don't know what they call them now, but we used to call them Primos. And I ain't never do that even one time. Or they putting weed, they doing all kinds of stuff. You giving them the paraphernalia to do it. You giving them the paraphernalia to do it. But you want to talk about somebody else. Just like how you'll be getting lottery tickets in the store and the person behind you is getting a case of cigarettes and they'll be thinking in their mind that you wasting money. Y'all some goofies. Y'all need to get up out of that matrix, because that matrix is going to have you comparing yourself to others. The book is coming, y'all. It's coming. It's coming. Pause. It's coming. Y'all they gonna have you comparing yourself to others. Because you a certain race, you better than other people. Matrix. So, like somebody said, I didn't see it, man, but it was kind of funny to me, man. That stuff, some of the stuff be funny. But sometimes they catch me and I get cooked. But I didn't even see it, but Twin said that a dude came in the live and said, I have a question for you. How does it feel to be a NGG? Y'all know the rest. Dude. When you need relationships and friendships, you in a bad place, man. You in a bad place. If you can't enjoy your own company, you in a bad place. That's matrix philosophy. I be giving y'all little pieces, but it's all gonna come together in the book. When you need other people for things unrelated to your physicality that need to be upgraded, or your finances, where you doing a business or something. You need other people for anything mental and emotional, and you're an adult, you in a bad place. Well, women is different. Women are wired different. But men, you gotta get up. You gotta get up. If you need other people to feel good in life, other women, as contentious as they are, as unfaithful as they are, and you need them, your mind should be telling you, I want them. I don't need them. They need us. We don't need them. We want them. They was put here to help us. So if they not contributing right, then this is why they crying on the internet. I don't want to be independent no more. You know why you don't want to be independent? You want to know why you don't want to be independent? Because you were put here to support a man. Am I talking about he don't work and this, that? No, I'm talking about you do things to help him. You give him massage. You whisper in his ear. You jag him off. You suck him off. You be there to calm him down when he ain't ready to beat his boss up. You be a person that has wisdom enough to impart it towards him. Y'all was created to do that. But the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. A house divided against itself shall not stand. The devil comes to divide women against men, because he knows that a man is a warrior and animal and barbaric. So if you divide against him, he gonna reciprocate it. And he gonna go, because he's a warrior, he gonna go get him a passport or something and go over there and find them women that is acting feminine and getting ready to spread it out. Gonna spread the news for them. A lot of these women, they just want to argue and they want you to buy them stuff, but they don't want to spread the news. I want to watch the news. Your news is in between your leg. But what they want to do, if you punch them, oh, my God, trying to fight, getting beat up. But they want to argue with you, a man. You arguing with a man, that's unwise. You are an instigator. Especially if he know how to fight and he is a fighter and you arguing with him, you an instigator, you unwise. And he need to get rid of your ass. Excuse my language. Because if he punch on you, he's wrong, and here come the police. NIGG, here they come. All they see, some of them, let's be honest, all some of them see is the NIGG, you fill in the rest. We call it emergency room, short for emergency room. That's all that some of them see. And you putting him in their way. You know he worked up. You started something with him. And now you want to call them? You trying to get him killed or get one of them killed. Because you probably want to be a man. That's why, listen, man. A lot of them want to join the alphabet community. They ain't going to tell you that. They ain't going to tell their family that. But their actions sometimes tell. If you trying to be a man or you trying to act like you the man, this is what women do now. And this baffles me. This is why this goes in line with what we talking about. Relationships ain't that important. This is what they do now. They will literally sabotage their relationships. What's some of the ways they do this? By being disrespectful? Who gonna keep taking that? Sometimes they do that because they want somebody else. They want fresh meat. They don't want to struggle with you because they don't love you. They're using you. So if you start struggling, their love is not real anyways. So they gonna want to get rid of you and find that dude. See, this is what they do. I got so many thoughts racing in my mind. I'm just gonna throw one at a time out there. This is what they do. Initially, you'll be telling them, I want this business, I want that business. They be like, yeah, me too. But then you'll start to notice that they hooked on you working a job. And if you smart, you're going to be like, something ain't adding up here. Every time I talk about business, she gets quiet or she is very like disagreeable in terms of what I want to do. But she'll let me go. I remember I made a joke and my guy laughed. He thought that was funny. I think we was talking about that C thing. I said, man, if they told me that I had to cut my balls off, she'd probably be like, well, we ain't having no more kids. Stuff ain't that important, man. And this is coming from somebody that been married longer than you, more than likely. And if I see this, how do you not see it? All you gonna do is spend all of your time trying to please a unpleasable, insatiable woman. And that'd be funny when they try to get with somebody else and your penis be bigger than his. Or he can't even get his up. Or, I'm not saying that a man with that problem, I don't never want to have that problem. But, or she talk about how fat you are, and then she end up getting with somebody that's bigger than you. They confused, man. Like somebody that's way fatter than you. And then, I'm not wishing bad on nobody. Let's say he has a heart attack or something. Now she back down to zero. And you over here with your new girl putting videos on Facebook in your drop top. Y'all dancing and stuff, listening to 80s music or something. She like, what can I do to disrupt things? I know, I'll go to court, see if I could take some of his money. Because they evil like that. That's another reason relationships don't matter, because a lot of these women just evil. Some of these dudes evil too. But we ain't talking about them. We talking about the women. A lot of these dudes is evil, man. Some of them won't work. That's just a fact. They won't work. It's not, if I prefer to do DoorDash over going to a 9 to 5, that still work. That's not what we talking about here. People be like, get a real job. You stupid mother sucker. Let me see you come out here and go in all these places, getting in and out of the car, picking up bags, taking them to people's house, taking the picture hundreds of times a week. Let me see you do that 40 times, 50 times. All you gotta do is sit in a cubicle, and half the time you watching YouTube while you talking. People will be telling you to get a real job and they don't even got one. You don't even got a job. That's another reason. If you can't find a woman, and I'm gonna do a short about this. Let me write it down, matter of fact, because I'll be forgetting y'all. I got so many. I don't remember how Michael Jackson said he got thousands of songs in his mind. I got thousands of topics in my mind. So I need to write them down sometime and take note. Yep, we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about that. Yeah, man, they'll be talking about you and you weigh 290 and the dude they like weigh 390. But they saying you fat, you confused. And you confusing me. If I'm 290, right? And you like a dude that's 350, 400 pounds though. And I'm big, I'm fat. You call me fat? This stuff don't matter like that, man. Be a man. Get in your man element. If you in your man element, you gonna be cool by yourself and you gonna be shooting your shot and you gonna be vetting them and you gonna be like, okay, this one, I ain't finna mess with her. Contentious. She gonna bring problems. I ain't finna mess with this one. Contentious. She gonna bring problems. You ain't gonna just, well, man, I just want an F. If that's all you got to offer, then I might as well just go ahead, get my passport, like all the rest of these dudes, or go to California. Hey, let's be honest here. Some of them girls on Figure World, they got some sexy looking bodies, don't they? And they got cute faces. Yeah, let's be honest about it. Stop being a hypocrite. So if I'm just gonna deal with a woman and that's all she has to offer, or that's all that I want, why would I bring her under my roof? For her to be causing trouble, then trying to call the police. For her to be mad every time I forget to put my socks in the laundry bag. And then you see her little stanky socks on the floor. I'm a woman. I get a free pass. That's what they mind is saying. They ain't gonna come out and say it. She'll be like, man, I'm not finna wash your dishes. I ain't no maid. Then you come home and her dishes in the sink. Don't y'all know that's how a lot of these fights be starting? Like they'll be like talking about how junky you are and they junky. And look, it'll go something like this. Man, look how you got this looking down here. And you'll be like, you'll be here all day. What you talking about? Conflict. And she's going to hold a grudge. It's going to be just like this. All in her heart. Every little argument. All in her heart. That's why it's not worth it, man. You just going to end up like me, man. And a lot of y'all ain't going to get as far as I did. My guy was telling me he was only married 5 years. Y'all ain't gonna get as far as I did. Hold on, y'all. Most 95% of you, 98% of you, heck, 99% of y'all ain't gonna get as far as I did. Some of y'all ain't gonna even make it 3 years. You better take heed to what I'm telling you. The sun is shining again, y'all. You see that? Look at my cheek. That means it's another day. Another day to get some more pay. Y'all worried about them. You do. I'm gonna be honest with you. I can think of at least 4 women right now that I can smash. Not counting. I'm just saying that I see on a regular. I can smash. I know they want me. I know they like me. But you got to be patient when you're dealing with them. You can't just because a woman like you, You want her to like you, but you don't like her just because she like you. You don't know why she like you. I'm telling you. And y'all be talking about young. Look, man, that's what's weird to me, because sometimes it seems like the young ones want you even more. I could think of one in particular. Decent body, decent looking face. Can't be no older than like 27, 28. I could just, if I wanted her, I could get her. I can get her. That's why it don't make sense. Dude, I'm done arguing, man. I'm not getting baited into no more arguments, man. Not even when I do move, I'm not going to argue over the kids. I'm done with that arguing, man. I'm done. I'm not arguing with somebody that don't respect me. If it's a man, we could fight, shoot, or go our separate way. If it's a woman, I'm just not going to talk to you. Because all you going to do, you can't whoop me. So all you going to do is try to call somebody or call the police. If you call a person, then now I'm in jeopardy, because I'm going to want to go to the utmost on them. So it's not worth it, dude. They want you, man. These women want you, man. They want you. They want me. Look, I ain't dyed my hair in a while. What was weird to me is one chick was 26. Probably, it's been like a year. She probably 27. She was like, I wasn't trying to get with her and flirt with her or nothing. But I was talking about, they was talking about how I be dyeing my hair. Like, it was a group of us, we was talking about dyeing hair. And she said, I like the salt and pepper. She said, I like gray hair. I think that if you want to keep your gray, just make sure your skin is clear and glowing. And they love it, man. They love it. Another chick, I think she probably like, well, how old did she say she was? I think she like 36 or something. Said the same thing. It's these dudes. It's these dudes. You, like somebody came in there and you need to go to the dentist. I said, you know what? You're right. Sure. But it ain't stopping me. It ain't, dude. I tried to show y'all all the matches that I had playing around with one of them sites. I deleted all but one. Then they reached out to me. I wasn't reaching out to them. Maybe I probably clicked like on some of them. I don't got time for games, man, because relationships ain't that important. When they start playing games, I don't have no time for you. None. I don't. Been there, done that. Only games I'm playing is PS5, Monopoly, and the such. Spades. I'm not playing games with people. So watch what you do around me. You can't control me with none of your moves. You just gonna make me not want to deal with you. Whether it's like a friendship or whether it's a relationship, you make a move that I don't like, I'm gonna be looking at you different. Simple as that. And I know how to counter people moves. It's part of the no matrix philosophy. Don't think you're going to force my hand in nothing. You're going to just have me looking at you different. Simple as that. I'm telling you. So, but this is why this stuff ain't important, man. Friendship's not important. Relationship's not important. What's important is that you value yourself and you know how you have a proper view of self. And most importantly, of Creator. Think about it. You see people all day that don't say nothing to you. They can speak. Everybody can speak to everybody. All day long, people walk past you and they don't speak unless you get in their way or they get in yours. Excuse me. Oh, thank you. They have no interest in getting to know you. So why would you care what they think? I don't care what nobody think that ain't helping me get to my goals. I'm not going to dog them, but when they start thinking negatively, it don't matter. I don't care. If we on the phone and you put me on hold too long, I'm hanging up. If you stop talking and I know you'll hang up, I'll be like, hold on 1 minute. Let me go to, or I'm gonna be like, well, I'm about to go do this. I'll talk to you later. I don't got time to hold no phone. I don't. I got time to hold money. That's what I got time. I don't got time to hold phones or be around here down in the dumps because this person don't like me, they don't respect me. No, you don't like me, I don't like you. I can read energies. I don't like nobody that don't like me. I don't. And I see people, usually I can see and read a person. Some, it'd be a few that